Just blew out a tire. I mean, it's blue. Look at that. It destroyed the mud flat. I made it to Love's. I ain't gonna tell you how far I had to drive to make it on that and how slow. It was a very long drive. So we're gonna see what we can figure out with this here. Man, look. I almost got into it for a second. This dude up here at this Love's. So he come knocking on my door. And he goes, you know, I was in the back, so it took me a little second to get up to the front. And I had my curtain closed, APU running. Now I'm in the bay, you know, well, I'm facing the bay, but I ain't in it yet. He goes, as I'm coming up, I see him sticking something on my front tire. And I roll the window down and he says, yeah, I need your mileage. So I give him the mileage, and I say to him, what did I just see you sticking on my tire up there? And he kind of looked at me crazy, and he's like, he shows me his hand, he's got the tire, you know, the tire tread tool, or checker rather. And I said, okay. And, you know, he's looking crazy, and I'm like, well, why are you up there checking my tread on my tires? I didn't bring it here for that. I mean, I get the whole upsell thing and all that, but the other thing is, those front tires, you can look at them and tell they're new. They're brand new tires. And that's what I have a problem with. And this is why a lot of truckers are on edge when we come to places like this, because you can't trust them for what they're doing. Then he goes and says, well, you know, you need your inside tire on the other side changed as well. I said, yeah, I do, but it's not getting changed right now. I said, I'm going to change it when I get back. He says, okay. And, you know, he proceeds to walk off or whatever. I'm like that with people, even with cars. You take your car somewhere, don't be looking at nothing else other than what I asked you, unless it's something that's just jumping out that you feel like is an extreme safety issue. Don't be touching nothing else on my vehicle. And I don't know, like I just, these places always give me bad vibes, you know. And not to mention, you know, $400 and something later for this tire. They're used to people not asking about pricing. I ask about pricing with everything, because at the end of the day, this is my money and I want to know what I'm paying. You're not going to just put something on my vehicle and then I don't know what it is, and now, you know, we need to get the law out here because I didn't agree to a certain amount. And it really has nothing to do with not wanting to pay, but you need to set a tone when you take your vehicle somewhere. And I say that to stress this point. When I came in, he asked me for my name. He said, what's the company you drive for? I told him the company. And the first thing he asked me is, how you paying? I didn't even get the, well, I did get to the first part. It was, he asked me what I need. I told him I need a tire on the trailer. And then he said, what's your name? And then what's the company? And I gave him that information. Then he said, how you paying? I didn't even get the ask about the type of size or what I wanted. So, and I've noticed that all of the truck stops do that, including TA, Petro, which is one and the same. Pilot, not Pilot, Loves, they'll do that. They're quick to ask you how you're paying. So if you can ask me how I'm paying, I can ask you how much. So what I did was I let him go through the whole spill of everything, and he still never asked for the tire size. After he went through all that, I said, okay. He said, all right, we got your number, and he said, we'll call you. He said, as a matter of fact, pull up behind the bay. When they finish with the truck that's in there, you just pull in after that. I said, okay. I said, well, what's the damage? And then he goes, oh, you want to know how much it costs? That's exactly how he said it. He's like, oh, you want to know how much it costs? I said, yeah, you know. And it took him forever. He's typing on the computer and this and that and that. You would think you have that already. You would know it's something you do every day. And he's like, by the time he finished typing, it probably took him a good another 3-4 minutes to whatever he was typing to give me a price. And then that's when he was like, okay, well, you know, labor is this, and then the tire is that. And like I said, it worked out to be like 400 and some change. And again, that showed me that these guys are not used to people asking about calls. My name ain't Benny Big Bucks, and if it was, I still want to know what you charging me, because how do I know that you even giving me a fair price if I don't know what you're charging me? You know what I'm saying? So with that, still waiting. I don't think I'm gonna be doing much more driving tonight after this, and I literally just started. Only been driving about 2 hours, but you know, this has really kind of deflated me and my energy. So I don't know. I'll see how I feel after this tire is done. All right, y'all. I'll talk with you later. Now this is the storage trailer that they use for Love to put the tires in. You see this thing got pretty decent rubber on it. Clearly tell it's old. And the reason, Love mud flaps. And the reason that I bring this up is I walked by and checked out the inspection. You know they ain't. You know they not inspecting these things. $618. I guess when you're a mega company, you can do that. Just leaving the probably about 4 hours or so later. Driving today.
I need you to back, once you fire it up, back it up about an inch so I get my top out.
Well, here we are next morning. Get ready to roll out of here. Got my breakfast. Oh, look at this front tire, man. I don't know if y'all can see that, but look at my finger. I take my pinky. Let's do the pointer view. I mean, these are brand new. I don't know if you guys remember. Yeah, I don't know if you guys remember, but I had those front tires, had the front tires replaced. I think I put a video of that, but might not have. So, yeah, we got that guy replaced back there. Got another new mud flat put on, courtesy of Love's. I'm getting ready to go get some coffee. Get some coffee and get back to it, man. Yeah, there's the traffic behind me. It actually looks pretty good. It's just starting to warm up. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get the boogie in, go get my coffee and clean my windshield. I was gonna just make some coffee. As y'all know, I like to make my own coffee, but I'm not gonna make it today, and I really don't like Love coffee, but I'm gonna go ahead and play with it because I gotta get rolling. And if I didn't have to stop and clean this windshield, I wouldn't even get coffee from here, but that thing looks horrible. I don't know how much of that should, but we're back rolling. So that's that. It's your boy QDZ Double Easy. Another episode all about semis. How about your driver? Don't be getting ripped off out here, drivers. Peace out.